Maybe some of you guys have already retired from the grind to focus on work in real life, but then there are those who still play because of the massive effort they've sunk into it, or because of the sheer amount of money you've spent, a value you couldn't even count on your fingers and toes. And today, maybe, just maybe, you're logging back in for the first time after months of being absent. Look, I get it. I understand that situation completely because I also play one of those popular gacha games that you probably know. So basically, there is something vital about this marketing 5.0. Specifically, the emotional hook, where it's designed to keep you trapped in the game's orbit. You don't even need to play for hours. Just 1 hour is enough as long as they can make sure you keep logging in every single day. Of course, gacha game developers will always use data to connect personal habits between man and woman to improve their game. Because data from Global Web Index 2025 and various gaming behavior studies suggest a phenomenon called time poverty that hits female demographics differently. A 2024 study on gacha retention showed that male players' sunk cost fallacy, feeling like they can't leave because of the money they spent, is 22% higher than female players. In the most case, not all, particularly, women are more pragmatic with their emotional energy. If the game no longer serves a social or emotional purpose, they cut it. So when that fulfillment is met by a real-life partner or family, like getting married, the need for the game's emotional proxy will drop significantly. It's literally different with men because they view the game as a collection or achievement.
So you know that augmented marketing is defined by using technology to mimic or enhance human-to-human interaction. For VTubers and body track streamers, the technology they use to interactions with you is the augmentation. It allows the creator to show vulnerability or share personal stories while maintaining a specific aesthetic brand. It makes the digital interaction feel more human and personal than just watching a character move on a screen. We find out that streamers are the most agile marketers on the planet. They notice that when they just play a game, they get 1,000 viewers. But when they talk about their harsh reality or daily life, the donations or gifts increases per minute. This problem cases make they immediately adjust their schedule to include more just chatting segments or tell you more about their daily story while they are playing the game, even if the game and their story has no relation at all. Well, as long as you're happy with that. So, that is agile marketing in its purest form. And that's also how game developers optimize their revenue using real-time data from their players.
If someone asked you, how do you fix a flood disaster? How would you answer? You might try to give an answer right then and there. But a game developer, they won't give you an ambiguous answer like that. Instead, they'll tell you exactly what's being worked on, like informing you that the field team is currently analyzing the zero ground of the incident. Trends are just like floods. No flood happens out of nowhere. It's the result of an accumulation of actions taken over a long period, like building housing projects or clearing palm oil plantations that slowly destroy the soil's ecosystem. So, here is the final piece of the puzzle. If a flood is the result of long-term damage to the ecosystem, then a viral game is the result of a silent army that has been carefully cultivated for years. The developers don't just watch the data, they use it to feed the army. Every time those F2P grinders log in, every time they spend an hour farming for a character they love, they are adding a drop of water to the coming flood. These players might not be spending millions of dollars, but they are the ones creating the content, the memes, and the hype that makes the game feel alive. They are the silent army, the marketing department that HoYoverse doesn't have to pay. By the time you see a character trending globally, it's already too late to stop the momentum. The flood is already here. It's a perfect mathematical loop. The AI predicts the habit, the developers build the waifu asset that sticks for the long term, and the silent army carries that trend into every corner of the internet until it becomes an inescapable reality.
This isn't just a game anymore. It's a masterclass in marketing 5.0 or even marketing 6.0. It's an ecosystem where your habits, your emotions, and even your free time are all part of a massive, long-term investment. But the question is, are you playing the game or is the devs playing you?